Hey guys, so we're here to talk about what we've got going on in June.
Yes.
Which is one of our biggest events here at the museum. It's the second year we're hosting the rally for the World Naked Bike Ride. It's Las Vegas's second annual World Naked Bike Ride. Las Vegas is not exactly the most bike-friendly city, and we want to try to change that. And so we are going to host the rally here at the museum, and in fact, some of the people who are organizing it, the ride itself, are here.
Harry Mona's Erotic Heritage Museum.
In Vegas, it's kind of weird because even though we have all these billboards with a lot of semi-nude women, public nudity is actually illegal in Clark County, which at the Erotic Heritage Museum, we found that to be really odd that in Las Vegas, there's so much sexualization, which we don't have a problem with, but at the same time, nudity, just simple nudity, is illegal here. And so we thought being a host for the rally of the World Naked Bike Ride really fit our mission, because we just found that to be very hypocritical being in Las Vegas. So how's this ride going down here, Jess?
Well, the rally starts at 6 o'clock and it goes from 6 to 9. So there's going to be all kinds of vendors out in the parking lot. We're going to have a DJ playing some really pumping loud music. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that.
We've got like arts and crafts.
Yeah. Body painting.
Right.
We're the slides.
We might have a wet bouncy house.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be fun. A wet bouncy house, I'm all over it, or all in it. Anyway, but after at 9 o'clock, that's when the bike ride is actually going to start, and then from 9 to whenever, kind of depends on how long they want to be out. But then there will be an after party when the bike ride is actually over at a location to be disclosed at that time. We don't know yet.
So we finally got Reverend Phil over here to talk with us about the World Naked Bike Ride. As we're hosting the rally, I didn't want to speak out of place with regard to what the World Naked Bike Ride means to the people that are participating in the ride. So I thought I'd turn it over to one of the people that helped to start it in Portland, Oregon.
Thank you, Dr. Victoria. The World Naked Bike Ride can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, just like the ideas of body positivity and human-powered transportation. Either of those can mean different things to different people. And so I'd hate to constrain it, but essentially everyone's got a body, and to whatever degree they're capable of being used, that's a really great thing, and we should encourage that. And we should encourage that since everyone's got bodies and they're all a little different, we shouldn't worry about this idea that trying to attain some sort of perfection that is someone else's idea, because that's always going to leave people feeling a little bit lacking. Instead, we should just be thankful for the bodies that we have and for the ability to use them wherever we are. And our streets are great, but they're for people. And so we should celebrate people using them rather than just cars, which is the majority of our roads are just for cars, and that's really the only thing that's considered when most of these roads are built. Thankfully, cycling is a really great way to celebrate our mobility and our sexuality and body positivity in a way that makes it possible for everyone else to go, look, it's a parade. And everyone loves a parade.
A naked parade.
It advocates for, or actually against, our reliance on foreign oil.
Sure. I mean, it's dependence on fossil fuels is a problem. And anyone who's trying to convince you otherwise is not actually a friend of yours. Because dependence on its own is not really a very sexy thing. We should all be able to go where we want to go when we want to go. And being able to do it under our own power, yeah, it's a lot sexier. It was founded in 2004 in a variety of cities. It's now grown to hundreds and hundreds of cities. And so I suppose this is the 13th annual ride in Portland. It will only be the second here in Las Vegas, but it will be a lot of fun. The World Naked Bike Ride was term coined by Conrad Schmidt, and he lives in Vancouver, British Columbia, and has connections with many people around the world, and decided this is a great idea. This is something that really needs to happen, is that we can actually utilize the community of international people who see these inherent values, that body positivity is a common good, and the more you experience it, the more you feel comfortable being in your own body and recognizing other bodies and appreciating them for what they are, the more the rising tide, so to speak. And the same way with human-powered transportation. The more bikes are in the street, the more cars are looking out for them, and the more comfortable it is for more bikes to be in the streets, which makes it fewer emissions, which makes us less dependent on oil dependency, makes us less dependent on oil. And so all of these things are what they call virtuous cycles. So the more of them that we are able to appreciate and enjoy, the more that they support each other, and the easier it is for more people to get involved. Las Vegas is not an easy place to bicycle per se. There's a lot of motorists, and a lot of them are really upset, maybe about losing lots of money at the craps table, or excited about going to the next strip club. And that's all fine and dandy, except that it's very easy to get caught up in having the amazing weekend that they're having, as opposed to what they're doing in that moment, which should mostly be about just getting there safe and making sure everyone else gets there safe. And as a group, naked bikers are always seen. So you're actually safer riding a bike naked than you would be otherwise. And if you want to join the World Naked Bike Ride in Las Vegas, we're having our second annual ride June 24th. Gather here at 6 o'clock at the Erotic Heritage Museum, and then we will begin the ride at 9 o'clock.
Harry Monen's Erotic Heritage Museum.